is the Morning Kiss. My name is Kamene.
Good morning. This is Obina.
So yesterday, chilling in the Digos, be easy, memaliza, meetings like these, Zooms, whatnot. And then, Mpasho, breaking news. I'm like, So I look at Afanda, I'm like, bro, kumenuka wate gwan. And you just see, Ezekiel Mutua appointed to you, what of the music copyright as MCSK. I was like, wow. You guys really brought this ninja back, eh? So, of course, I think...
9 lives.
How? You know, first of all, I'm just like... Anyway. So, Mpasho posted it, sawa. And then you should have seen the comments. Artists were not happy at all. Whatsoever. But what had me all the way shook was Ezekiel Mutua'S comment himself. So he saw the story, of course. You know, yo, penda kutrend. Sana. So, Dr. Ezekiel Mutua appointed Chief Executive Officer of the Music Copyright Society of Kenya. So he goes and he comments and he says, where is it? He says, finally, now it's time for good content in I don't know what. I was like, hey. First of all, I'm at odds with the fact that, why him? Are you trying to tell me we lacked someone within the wider music sector who qualified for this position? We see how artists have been crying with MCSK. And when it comes to money and royalties and whatnot and getting their dues, of all the people, you're telling me this was the best we could get to deal with the grievances of musicians?
You know, first, let's look at the appointment and the duty at hand, yeah? Mm-hmm. So the CEO for MCSK's mandate is to do what? Is it to sanitize the music? Is it to collect the money for the musicians? Is it to make sure there's no corruption and musicians are actually paid what they are owed? Mm-hmm. Is it to make sure that establishments like Kiss, clubs, TVs pay the money they're supposed to pay, the dues, the licenses, basically? Essentially,
that is his job.
But according to what he wrote, he said he's coming to do what?
To sterilize the content.
So we're like, was he given like a memo and told, yo bro, this is not KFCB?
You know?
Because if he's gonna sterilize Gengeton guys are about to be jobless.
What do you mean Gengeton? Atakina Nameless and Wahoo with this song Back It Up. No. What are we backing? No, but honestly, you know, between the Ted Josiahs of this industry,
imagine.
You know, the Musiokas of this industry,
man,
Waseka Kina Clemo, you know, there's so many gurus within
even just a few artists who have been in the game for a while.
Nonini,
Nameless, Juakali,
Kina DNA,
the likes of Kina DNA, you know.
Oh yeah, you picked the moral cop.
He's very good at his job for being a moral cop. So let's hope he understands and he translates that this job does not require a moral cop. It requires a money collector and the money distributor. He
said it himself in his comment. His focus now is on content. It's not about what musicians need or what musicians should get.
No, but do musicians need anything?
Yes, they need money. They need policies.
Really?
They need structures. They need an organization that thinks about them.
You say? Me, I thought musicians just need to be told to sing clean music.
Clean music?
Yeah, like gospel, motivation, inspiration.
But now you, with your latest music video when you're at the beach, shirtless.
No, the message is good.
No.
I hope he doesn't watch the video.
Watershed. But honestly, guys.
So about Wamlambes, cancel.
Tunalamba nini? Munalambes nini? Munamnyonyez nini?
Pandana.
Even this one for thick thighs save lives.
So thick thighs?
Thick thighs?
Do you work at KMC?
You know your regular day just got special.
Ayasha with One Night Ting right here on Kiss. My name is Kamene.
Good morning, this is Obina.
We're here talking about the latest appointment we've seen coming, and that's, of course, Ezekiel Mutua has been appointed as the CEO of MCSK. The body essentially that should take care of all artists, upcoming and not in this country. essentially kakuna msanii or anyone who has any business to do with music, this is a board that should protect you and ensure that you get your dues. The system hasn't been working that well since its inception.
It hasn't been working.
Okay, yes.
Stop did that well.
It hasn't been working. And it was disbanded at some point.
Stole money.
Yeah. So now finally they put their affairs together and they've appointed a new CEO who was a former...
No, they've not put their affairs together. They've appointed a new CEO.
Talking about Ezekiel Mutua now, he used to be at the top of the Kenya Film Classification Board. Now he's at the top of the Music Copyright Society of Kenya.
Coincides.
Are you seeing the indiscrepancies? You know, my thing is, my biggest concern is with such appointments. You know, we're living in a country where there are no opportunities for young people. A lot of guys are making their bread and butter from music. By the way, what people used to call now divergent forms of employment is where a lot of young people are making their lives. You know, think about all of the young wasanis who've come in and have been able to make it, you know.
The Ringtone guys are finally managing to pay rent.
You know.
Bed sit at least in a Lipwa.
You know.
Food like this.
You know, we have guys like the Trio Mios, Kina Lil Minor, you know.
Lil Minor just bought a new car for music.
Kina
Ndovuku.
You see.
Kina Ethic.
Kina Mbuzi Gang.
Yeah.
There's so many young Kenyans who want to try and make their lives out of music. Are you really going to give a position that big and that important to someone who's not even particularly concerned with a musician? Now it's time for good content, and I'm like, ooh, dance hall outside, club bangers, no more. Back it up, no. Wine your waist for who? And it's just like, hey.
But you know, the part that is even shocking me is like, if I look at Dr. Ezekiel Mutua, he's qualified in his fields.
Yeah.
The fields that he studied.
Yes.
But when I look at music, there are people that if I know they're appointed to music committees, I will not be shocked. One. But him, I'm like, wait, does he know musicians? First of all, do you know how artists think and how they operate? Because it's like art is about to be limited. Art is about to be put in a box.
Yep.
According to his understanding.
Yes.
Like, don't do this type of music. Don't do that. So, kishash, kwa bash. It's about to go like, wait a minute.
No. You know, I wonder, like, of all...
I don't know.
Does he know someone like Naiboy's latest song? Does he know Otile's latest song? Does he know, you know, the songs that are going to drop this week?
Okay, apart from Maima, does he know other artists?
My who?
Maima is a very big Kamba musician. Yeah.
Anyway, so I have Ringtone on the line, and we want to find out how he feels about it.
Hey,
you know, with Ringtone, you're always like, ah. But yes, let's hear. He says he's the most successful musician in Kenya. Let's see how he feels about the new boss in the area.
Hii ni sauti ya Kamene Goro.
Maze, you were supposed to take me out on a date, but see yourself.
No, Kamene, you see, we handsome boys and men we also need to be chased in this town.
When if fiat nini?
Yeah, lazima Kamene lazima ni chase. Siwezi ingia box yako rahisi hivyo Kamene.
Ringtone, relax. Najua saizi you're feeling some type of way. Naona mumeletewa boss mpya. Ezekiel Mutua anawashughulikia. How do you feel about that?
No, Ezekiel Mutua. Nikiongea sasa kama msanii mwenye anataka kutengeneza pesa na muziki wake. I think ni kitu poa sana Ezekiel Mutua amecome on board. Because yeye ni aogopangi. So tunataka wazimu wamesoma. Najua sasa mko na Ringtone, wazimu hajasoma sana. Sasa mkipata mtu kama Ezekiel Mutua wazimu wamesoma. Very good because atafanya wasanii wapate pesa yao. Atafight cartels.
Hapana, yeye amesema kazi yake si cartels. Amesema yeye amekuja kutengeneza good content. Hakuna back it up, hakuna wine your waist, hakuna niaje murembo.
Ni mzuri. Unajua mimi ni gospel artist na ni chairman wa gospel. Sasa wale watu waliokuwa wamezoea wanatingisha matako hapo mtandao sasa mmepatikana. Tumeletewa polisi.
Sasa wase wa Gengeton watadu nini shwali?
Watu wa Gengeton sio Gengeton kama ilikuwa beat waimbe Gengeton safi. Watu waanze kusema Kamenegoro ni msupu, si eti Kamenegoro sijui piga rungu hataki hivyo.
Ringtone enda tu ulale by the way. Ni sawa, go back to sleep baba. Good morning, Kiss FM.
Good morning, Kamene Gora.
How are you doing, bro? We're talking about musicians, wasanii. Those of you who are up and coming, those of you who are currently in the industry. It's really been an uphill task for anyone who's been trying to, create a future in music. Really, really been an uphill task. Very hard to get your royalties, your dues. You don't have an organization that adequately represents you. Your music is being played out in the clubs, in Azunguka, but you guys are not making money, which was essentially what MCSK was supposed to do. So it was disbanded, Mara don't know what, Nini, then the boss was Chomwad. Now they decided, hey, we have found the man for the job. And guess who that is? Dr. Ezekiel Mutua. Now we know him as a moral cop. He was at the head of KFCB, and it was all about good, clean content in music. And he said it himself. He said, now is the time for good content. So wasanii jua tu, shtapa.
Mtoto kiboko.
Kiboko what now? Kiboko? Kiboko?
Dawa ya baridi.
Excuse me. Which doctor said? There's no way another human being anaweza kuwa dawa ya baridi.
You know where we are now as artists? All we have is hope.
Hope that what?
And hope is not a strategy. So we are hoping that he will come and change MCSK for the better. Because the last time I received money, everybody was sent a flat rate of 2,000.
Bro.
And me, I was paid the same as Calligraph.
Una ball.
Aye, me, big spender.
2,000 ball. Look at your success.
Me, BN.
Look, what?
Willie Paul.
What?
Baha.
Oh my God.
We were all given 2 Gs.
Kina Ringtone.
Kwambia tulichoma nyama.
Daumbili.
Yeah, that's a lot of money. You paid rent for like 6 months.
I mean, like, who is Rick Ross? Step down, bro.
Yeah,
but I'm just like, it really has me thinking,
Yeah.
Is our country really thinking about the wider creative sector?
Like, people are recycled in appointments. The people who are appointed necessarily are not the ones who fit the job description.
Saizi, does Ezekiel Mutua know the biggest song in Kenya at the moment?
Wallahi, Aki,
Let's just start that. Yeah.
Aki, think about it.
Just think about, this is the head of MCSK.
Okay, does Ezekiel Mutua know Triomio? Does he know Triomio's aka ni mkurugenzi wa jiji?
Oh my gosh, Nrio Mio.
Huh?